Howdy shop warriors, today I have this Lithonia LED shop light. It's a 4 foot in length. We're gonna review this thing. We're gonna take it out of the box, show you all the accessories. We're gonna mount it up on my lighting rig here so you can see how it compares to a 4 foot fluorescent light. Then we're gonna run through all the specs on this thing, and then we'll get into the good and the bad and my final recommendation. Let's get to it. Let's take a look at this Lithonia light. So all that comes in the box is the light and the manual. And it has some basic instructions here on how to install it, and then some instructions on wiring it. And that is about it. Now let's take a look at the outside of this, and then I'll open this thing up. So on the end here, there is a knockout. Here you can see the little tabs that we push in to open it up, which I'll do that in a minute. We have more knockouts on the bottom, and then our holes for mounting. You see more knockouts, more mounting holes, and pretty much looks the same on this end as well. Alright, so you'll notice that there are these little tabs here, and when we press in on it, it opens up. So let's get that one. There's one here in the middle, and then one here at the end. There we go. So once we've got all those, we can flip it open here. We can take a look at what is inside. So here we have some hardware, and it looks like we have a few of these guys to connect wires together. And this is just the wiring that goes from our voltage regulator to the LED. And then here we have our wires that we can use to wire this thing up. So our hot and our neutral, and then our ground we can just connect to, oh here we go, right here. So you can't plug this in directly to an outlet. This unit has to be hardwired. And then our mounting holes right down here. So that's it. All right, let's run through the specs on this Lithonia light. I've got all of them on a Google Sheet. Let's get into it. All right, so the model number on this guy is MNSL L46 1LL, 120 volt, 40K, ADCRI. I like how they tell you so much information in the model number. So the cost of this was $40. You can get this, Lithonia is carried at Home Depot or Lowe's. Got links there to the product. This is a 4 foot length light. The bulb type is integrated. The lumens for this light are 2,300. The color temperature is 4,000 K. And one thing I wanted to note is I have these specs and specs of all the other lights that I've shot videos of. You're welcome to check those out. I've got 8 LED lights in total that I've reviewed. So I've got all of their specs here on this tab. If you want to check out this Google Sheet and look at all this, and hopefully it'll help you decide on which light is best for you. But I've got all that available on my website at theshopwarrior.com/free. You're welcome to check that out and get access to this and all the other Google Sheets and tools and downloads that I have there. All right, so getting back to the specs, the CRI rating is 80 for this light. Lifespan is 50,000 hours, 25 watts for the light. This can be surface mounted or it can be hung as well. The power source for this is hardwired. It is linkable, it is not dimmable, it has a 5-year limited warranty. And the support and warranty pages are on the website. Phone numbers also provided for support as well, which is very nice. Lithonia lighting, if you're not aware, it's been around for a very long time, kind of a staple in the construction industry. It was established in 1946. It's now owned by Acuity, and it's been around for a very long time. All right, that's it for the specs. So let's take a look at how this Lithonia light compares to a fluorescent light. So this fluorescent light has 2 bulbs in it. As you can see, they're both 4 foot. These 2 bulbs together are rated at 5,900 lumens versus the Lithonia, which is rated at 2,300 lumens. The color temperature on the fluorescent light is 4100 K and the rating on this guy is 4000K. So the color temperature is pretty much the same between these two, but definitely, obviously, the lumen output is different. So let me back up here, focus the camera on the wall so you can kind of see the difference in the coloring and the amount of light that they cast onto the wall and the floor. Kind of gives you an idea. All right, now let's see what these look like individually. So first we will turn off the Lithonia so you can get a sense of the fluorescent, what that looks like on its own. All right, now let's turn on the Lithonia, show you what that's like. Alright, so hopefully that gives you some sense of the difference in color and light output between these two. Alright, let's talk about the good and the bad about this Lithonia light. So, the first thing that you notice with this light is that it is heavy. Can you feel how heavy this is through the video camera? This thing is a tank. So, Lithonia, if you've never heard of them, they have been around since 1946. They are a staple in the construction industry. So they've been around a long time. They know how to build lights. They've been doing it forever. This thing is heavy duty. It is crazy. Even when you take it apart, like the LED part alone is heavy. The internal, the guts of it, right, which regulate the voltage and all that, is heavy. This metal outside frame is heavy duty. So this guy, I would guess, is going to actually last the 50,000 hours that it's rated for. Unlike some of the others. This has a 5-year warranty, and you can buy it at Home Depot or Lowe's, right? So if you have an issue with it, you can take it back to those stores and they'll help you deal with it, which I like that. As compared to something on Amazon, right? A little more difficult to return stuff. The other thing, this company has a legitimate website with support information and warranty information. Again, unlike some of the stuff you get on Amazon, so I really like that as well. Given how heavy duty this thing is, I would guess it would actually last the 50,000 hours that it's rated for, right? Unlike some of the other stuff on Amazon. So that's all the good stuff. The bad part about this light is that it's $40 for one light. So it is the most expensive light that I've reviewed of all 8 lights, which I picked the best from Lowe's, Home Depot, and Amazon, and that's what I'm comparing against. So compared to all those guys, this is the most expensive. Now, you do get a higher quality light. So if money is not an issue for you, this would be a great light. Like, this thing is a tank, it's gonna last for a long time. If money is an issue for you, there are cheaper options, even that are these heavy duty fixtures like this one, from Home Depot, for example, like the commercial electric. They have a very similar light, which is cheaper than this, runs around $30. So there are cheaper options that are even similar to this, or you can go to Amazon and there are a couple of good brands there that provide much cheaper options. So if you only need 1 or 2 lights, or if money is really not an issue and you just want the best, this is a good light for you. Otherwise, I would say pass and go with something that is cheaper, from like the commercial electric version that's very similar to this, or maybe something off of Amazon. So I've reviewed 7 other lights, including this one, so 8 total. If you want to check out the video reviews of those guys, or I've got one that compares all of them all together. And if you want, that's on the channel here if you want to access those. And then if you want to get access to that Google Sheet, you can get to that for free at theshopwarrior.com/free. Hope that was helpful for you guys in deciding on which LED light to go for. We'll see you next time.